Hello, I'm still discussing the need why you should get the book, Build to Go Global. Today I'm looking at chapter 3 of the book, and I'm talking about preview. Chapter 3 talks about preview, and that has to do with preview of export readiness criteria that were discussed in this book. Remember, the book is an outcome of my PhD program, trying to find answer to why businesses start export. Many people register for export. Few people are able to export every year, even though thousands of companies have registered for export as an exporter in Nigeria as a case study. Many out of these thousands, less than 1,000 are exporting every year. Some exported this year, they're not able to export next year because of this challenge of readiness. So in today's video, I'm talking about the preview. And this book has the preview into lack of export readiness. What are the factors responsible? The book is an expanded version of my research. And in that research, I found out what I call the 15 P's of export readiness evaluation. 15 P's of export readiness evaluation. And a business that have the signs and symptoms I mentioned in the previous video of a business that's not ready to go global. The reason why they have those signs and symptoms is because they lack 1, 2, 3, or many of these 15 P's. The 15 P's are categorized into 4 groups. The group 1 has 5 P's, and it has to do with the company, characteristics of the company. The group 2 has to do with another 5 P's, and this has to do with the capacity, or if you like, the competence of the company. And the group 3 has to do with country. By country, that's talking about the importing country. And this involves 3 P's out of the 15 P's. The remaining 2 P's has to do with companion, or companion at the destination, and this involves 2 P's. The 5 P's that has to do with company characteristics involve readiness around promoter, the readiness around product, the readiness around pricing, the readiness around predisposition, the readiness involving purpose to go global. Then for the capacity, the second group of 5 P's that has to do with capacity of the company, capacity in terms of promotion, capacity in terms of proficiency, capacity in terms of production, capacity in terms of payment or funding, capacity in terms of positioning of the business. And then the country, the category that has to do with country, characteristics of the country or destination has to do with people in that country, the paperwork, regulation, documentation in that country, and the potential of that country, of that market. The last one has to do with companion. That's companion in the export market. And this involves partners or partnership in the export market and purchasers in the export market. Now, this book devotes 15 chapters from chapter 4 to chapter 18, 15 chapters to explain each of these 15 P's. And like I said in the previous video, each of the 15 P's have 5 segments. A case study on a real life case scenario of manifestation of lack of that readiness, the conclusion that shows the lack of readiness characteristics in that case study, and then the characteristics of these criteria. What are the characteristics? When you say promoter, what are the characteristics of a promoter? Characteristics of these criteria. And then checklists that make you to check yourself if you possess that criteria. And when you notice you do not, then the cure, which is how do I fix this particular criteria for which I am lacking. You can see that the book Build to Go Global is a must-have for SMEs, for intending exporters, for existing exporters, for professionals and individuals who want to learn and know how to take their business to go global. Grab your copy now. Thank you very much.